Hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Um, what do I want to say today? So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about a number of different things. We're gonna talk about Team USA basketball beating the shit out of Serbia slash the Joker, giving out AD and Bam Adebayo getting some revenge for their failed playoff losses to the Joker. So that's one aspect of it. We're gonna talk about Biden's whack ass uh, admission to why he's losing black support. I'm like, this is the most racist campaigning I've ever heard in my life by both sides. Shit is ridiculous. And then DJ Vance, aka JD Vance. I only into the first couple minutes of that punk ass interview, and I already got everything I needed from this Heritage Foundation goof about the whole Trump assassination attempt and what their plan is. So I'm gonna talk about Skip Bayless getting fired. Uh, yeah, I'm just going to go down the line. Oh yeah, and the Big Sean, uh, Drake, Kendrick, his situation, and all of that. You know, the music thing, and I'm gonna break that down. So first, I want to talk about Team USA, USA. Team USA beating the shit out of Serbia. It was close in the beginning. It was close. The Team USA was taking it easy. They was laxing. They was chilling. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even have KD, and it was close at in the first quarter. Then the FBA brothers, the Black Americans, black men, that black greatness, that melanin, decided to show up and show out and beat the shit out of Serbia. Boy, Joker was looking dumb. It was like the Joker versus the Justice League. For real, you had Superman, Batman, Green Lantern. You didn't know what to do. He was looking like, you had Hawkman. You had everybody. So it was just a sight to behold. It was a sight. It was amazing. Boy, AD blocked about 10 shots. It felt like everybody, as soon as Joker would go up for the shot, he don't got no lift. AD would come up and spike that ball, and then when they little punk ass guards, tried to get into the lane, AD would spike that shit down. Bam was hitting threes. Anthony Edwards was cookieing people, meaning stealing the ball for those that don't know. But he was cooking jits and taking it to the cup and doing dunk moves and shooting threes, and people trying to Curry went dumb. Curry went back into his 2015, 2016 back when he was shooting threes from the parking lot. He started raining shit out of nowhere. And then LeBron even was showing flashbacks, hitting reverse one hand lob dunks like he back in with the Heatles with Wade and Bosh. So it was just a how do we say fait accompli, basically. Since the games are in Paris, there we go. See, it was a fait accompli. It was just done. You feel me? You see how you like how I use the lingo? Since I'm gonna use a little French, since the the Olympics are in Paris. So it was just a sight to behold. Like, it was an ass whooping. They beat the shit out of them. Like I said, KD didn't even play. Kawhi ain't even there. That's what I'm saying. Kyrie ain't even there. Jaylen Brown ain't even there. I'm gonna keep it a beam. We so raw. The brothers, the FBA brothers, so raw. We could take on the world and beat the shit out the world. Basically, if it was FBA versus the world, you had Kyrie, you had KD, you had Kawhi, you had Jaylen Brown. We'll beat the shit out of Luka and SGA and Jamal Murray and fucking Joker, whoever else they got out there, and Wemby and the French Ray Rudy Gobert. That shit will be a mutt. You know what I'm saying? Cat ain't even on the team. That's what I'm saying. It's so many players that ain't even there who will be playing for USA, who would be a excellent contribution and contribute mightily right now. Who on reserve right now? This is like Jimmy Butler. I forgot about Jimmy Butler ain't even playing. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's not fair, bro. I'm like, they keep talking about the world caught up. Yeah, individually, because it's been an off time right now. It's been weird. Like the top players are still the black foundational black American players, but it's been weird because they've had off years. Like, something weirder happened, like KD playing weird, or Kawhi keep getting hurt, or LeBron acting weird, or whatever. he old, so he don't play no more defense. Curry team is not as it is, so they'll have so all these other non-FBA players will have a better year, but they're not the better player. Like Joker is overrated to me. AD to me does more than him. AD has way more skill. AD plays better defense. AD can do more on the floor, but because of how it's set up and how weird that is and how off he be playing, Joker is oh my god, Joker's looked at as invincible. But we saw him. We saw when he played people who were the same size as him, who weren't intimidated. That nigga was locked down. He lost to Minnesota. In a regular league, like I always been saying, Joker would average 15 points a game. It's just this league is so watered down, and there's no more big men who are in the league for real. So Joker is going up against a nigga who's 6'5". Of course, if you're 7 foot and you're 10 inches taller than the next guy guarding you, you're gonna have a height advantage, and you're gonna put the ball. It's just like the big kid who had that growth spurt early, playing against kids who are technically his age, but they're like 6 inches shorter than him, and he just grabbing the ball and laying it up because they can't jump for real yet. It's and then the league had, like what Gilbert Arenas said, the league has been so watered down. You can't hand check. It's no aggression no more. They shoot threes. Nobody play no defense. So of course, and then the numbers are inflated. You ain't doing nothing for real. So you saw when you had to play real defense. You saw how Luka was looking. You saw when Jaylen Brown was playing real defense on Luka. Luka ass was shook. He was throwing up stupid balls. He was doing that his whack ass little bitch ass spin move. He had to keep. I'm giving it 1,000. They had to let him score in order for it to look good, because dude looked exposed. And then the media, of course, the racist white supremacist media, corporate media, had to shield his ass, be like, Luka isn't to blame. Look how far they got. I was like, because the shit is rigged, bro. That's why. I'm like, that don't count. That's like, we could tell, bro. But when it was time to show and prove, for real, he was absent. He ain't do nothing. Kyrie balled more than he did. Kyrie was more of a target for them. You don't need to worry about Luka. I could put Anthony Edwards on Luka, and Luka was getting locked down. But you saw when Anthony Edwards was on Kyrie, it was a layup line. Kyrie had that boy taking that jit to school. He was like, "Oh, you got me." I was like, you don't have me, Jit. You don't have me, Generation Z. I represent the essence of when it was like that for real. Like, bro, you have me in this era. Let me show you how it was in my era. And I'm not even the best from my era, and I'm schooling you, bro. You wouldn't even. So if I'm doing this to you, and I'm not even in my top peak, imagine what the others would have done to you. Like, that was a lesson for the young man. Imagine what a T-Mac, what an AI, what a Kobe, who are upgrade versions of Kyrie, even at Kyrie's height. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, no. Like, for real, like, hey, we love the confidence. Never lose that confidence, young man. But there's levels to this shit, for real. So, like, yeah, but I digress. That was just that was an ass whooping. That was a beat down. I love to see it. Oh, so, and as I transition into the sports world, I'm going to transition into. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Caitlin Clark too. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a quick 1-2. So Caitlin Clark has the record for most assists in the game, 19, but the team loses again. And meanwhile, Angel Reese is breaking the record for most games consistent, not one game, a whole season full of consistent double-doubles. And so we know and that's translating into wins right now. So Angel Reese, Rookie of the Year. Caitlin Clark, the Great White Hope, having some good games, but it's not translating into W's. And isn't it about wins, not no I in team? I could put out empty stats when my team is losing by 40 all day. Oh shit, damn, that nigga had 28. But the team lost by 38. Of course, he's shooting these weird, he gets the ball in his hand the whole time. Of course he gonna score. Like, of course he gonna be able to pass the ball a bunch of times and it look good. Like, it looked good, but she ain't like that for real. Now I transition and go to another bitch. Skip Bayless. the racist, white supremacist bitch of them all. Put your glasses back on. Remember that? Remember how boisterous he was at the brother? Shannon Sharp, three-time Super Bowl champ before they was really rigging that shit to give Brady 1,000,000 Super Bowls when it was actually so they could try to compare him, make him the greatest athlete of all time. And then we had to squash that shit by showing photos of Bill Russell. Y'all remember that shit? But let me bring it back. So Skip Bayless, put your glasses back on, Mr. The Brick, and the chosen one turned into the frozen one and all of that, and all them lies. He talked about when he was in high school. Yeah, I was Pistol Pete. And then Jalen Rose had to check Jit ass and tell him, nah, bro, you water Pistol Pete, boy. You average 0.5 points a game. We're like, shut your ass up, boy. Let me put you in your place. Like, boy, you over talking down on athletes because it's number one, the athletes that's dominating are black. So of course that racism comes in. You can't deny that. We done been heard him say a bunch of racist shit. The clutch gene, he also has that eugenics type mindset. Y'all don't be catching on to what he be saying. That's that eugenics shit. He using that race science shit. Remember, he's 71 and he's what you would call the refined southerner. They couldn't go with the traditional nigger, fuck you, I'm Bull Connor. So they refined themselves. They ended up going to Vanderbilt. Look at him. He would go into Vanderbilt. So it's the same southern attitudes with the intellectual hue to back it up, basically. And so that's what he did. That's basically what Skip did, and you can see it. That's racist as fuck, bruh. That kind of racist. And he would try to flip it and dip, but you can see it. You see how and he don't like alpha males. That's why he went at T.O. all those times. Come on, man. We can tell what it is. That's why he don't go hard on the white boys who do the same or worse things. You ain't heard a continuous press run on Brett Favre, but it was Shannon who was doing it. Shannon never gave up on that to the point where Brett Favre tried to sue and go at him for telling the truth. Where they do that at? So, you know what I'm saying? So, and justice was served. You reap what you sow. He constantly lambasted, talked down, disrespected Shannon, his co-host, who helped build that fucking show, bro. And honestly, was the best personality. He was the reason why the show got off, not you. Your inflated ego thought it was you, but the people told you what it was by them leaving your network in mass and by outwardly viewing Shannon's network in mass. Not only on ESPN First Take, which ratings it got boosted up because of Shannon, but also all his own ventures, production company, Club Shay Shay, the Nightcap, and many more stuff that's now going to the fucking ceiling. You know what I mean? So that's what we talking about right now, bro. It's just karma. It's reaping what you sow. That's why you always gotta treat people with respect. Always have people's best foot forward. Always look out for those at the bottom, because you never know when it's gonna flip, or you never know when the universe is gonna call on that energy to come back around. Because like everybody knows, life isn't linear. It's cyclical. It's circular. Or spheric, if you want to put it like that. So everything you put out eventually comes back around, and not in the way that you think it is. So. And not in the time frame that you think it is. So, yeah, you know, I just had to speak on that. I just had to speak on that Skip shit, boy, because remember all them Bosch spites, me, myself, and Iverson, and Bosch was tough. And when you watch Bosch wasn't no weak bitch. He used to come in there and bang it out. Hell, KG even talked about how he was one of the hardest people to guard. Chris Bosch, he said that. So. That nigga was no bitch, and he was about it in the paint. You know what I'm saying? He did his shit. He did what he had to do. Hell, I'll keep it a B. He was more consistent than AD. AD may be more talented, but consistency-wise, Chris Bosh was more clutch. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll say AD wasn't, because AD's 2020 NBA Finals run was legendary, but still, you know, it's that on that. So that's them. I done got through the sports shit. Now to, should I do music, or should I say the politics for last? Yeah, I'm gonna hit the music. So next, Big Sean, Drake, and Kendrick. So Big Sean put out a nice little freestyle, and now people thinking it's a diss. I don't think so. I think Big Sean going is trying to go at EA, the way Kendrick went at the industry for all that pedal shit. So, I look forward to it. But if it is some, and Big Sean, honestly, bro, he need to just focus on the album, bro. Focus on your album, my G. You a spitter. You're a spitter, bro. You got that. You should be in the big three, but you never were because you weren't consistent enough. You didn't put out that delivery, and you developed into what you became. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, before it was the fly nigga getting the girls, but to a lesser degree because, you know what I'm saying? Because you had to elevate. You weren't on the same platform with a Wayne at Wayne's height and then right next to him like Drake was. You actually built it yourself. That's why your albums got progressively better because you built it. You kept building, bro. Detroit 2 was the best album. You know what I'm saying? Fucking that other shit, I decided was lit. What else? What else snapped? What else went in? All his shit snapped. Dark Sky Paradise, Hall of Fame has some hits. He should never took that Control song off there. He should have kept that. That would have helped that them album sales go even further. And the hell, he could have did a remix, making it a friendly competition instead of doing all that nonsense he was doing. No, you know what I'm saying? So, but I just want to hear. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want Drake out of the game. I want Big Sean's album to drop. I want J. Cole's Fall Off album to drop, and I want Kendrick's album to drop. I'm waiting on that shit. Reincarnated. I'm waiting on that. Boy, I'm waiting on that Kendrick album. Boy, that's all time right there. You know what I mean? He slayed the dragon. He's the king of rap right now. First clearly conscious rapper to be the king of the rap game, which is a beautiful sign. It's changing the paradigm right now because music is a window to the soul. So the fact that now the king of hip hop is conscious and speaking truth to power and talking all this next level stuff, that's going to have the kids following suit. That's going to have the other rappers following suit, as they are now too. They're getting more creative. Notice Big Sean's freestyle was layered. It wasn't a dumbed down rap. You know what I'm saying? Easy listening rap, as my nigga Carcino would say. So it's good. It's good. I love it. So I'm gonna end it off with the two fuck boys of the hour. Only three, because DJ Vance, JD Vance, Heritage Foundation, Joe, I need to be in a retirement home Biden, and Trump, tyrant. I hate niggers. The Donald, and I'm a bitch, but somehow I put my fist up and fight in an assassination attempt that somehow made me look even more presidential prior to it, and now all my cases are being dismissed, and I'm seemingly getting this meteoric rise out of nowhere. So let me start off with Joe Lunch Bucket Joe, old drunk Uncle Joe, basically. That nigga did an interview, and in a snippet of the interview, he talking about why his black support is leaving him. First, that nigga was talking about shit. I don't got no problem with the black folks. The black folks love me. I'm all good. First, he tried to deny this shit. Now this nigga's over here like, hey, the reason why the black people don't fuck with me is because shit, I ain't in them projects and keeping it and stumping and saying, hey. What he wanted to say is, yo, what's up, my nigga? He saying like, that's what he wanted to say. It's embarrassing, my G. That shit is embarrassing, bro. That interview was cringy as fuck. This is why more than ever, bro. I really wish we had an independent organization. So, including our political needs, we had our own shit met. Because, like I said before, we're 60 million in the United States. It took 50 million for somebody to win the presidency. You do the math. If we all voted in a solid block, we would not only sway the election, we could win the election for ourselves. And I bet we won't even be the only group that will co-sign us having our own candidate and voting that person through. That's real, bro. That's real shit. We don't even need to play this two corporate duopoly state game that's being played on us right now by the ruling class. And that's real shit. But people don't have no imagination, no vision. They don't believe. They think they have to be in this, shit, that's some utopia. Ain't nobody already up for it. Yeah, not if you don't put no groundwork into it. But if we put some real serious groundwork into it, by the next election cycle, we will make some heavy tractions on all levels of government. Local, county, state, regional, national, and international. It will be a wave. Instead of it just being centralized online and amongst Twitter space and YouTube influencers who honestly ain't even doing anything for real besides talking and putting up a billboard here or there. Like, we need more than that. Like, we need 1 million candidates running, and then money and entire infrastructure behind it so these people win, and not only win, but then there's a whole economic system, a whole team around them, so that the blueprint can be matched and continued. Like, we dropping the ball. I'm keeping it we're being lazy. And we're being real reactionary at a time when we don't need to be reactionary. But this is like further destroying his base. And further destroying his election campaign, honestly. Biden is really looking like a fucking goof right now. He's looking like a doofus. For real. Now he got COVID-19. He's looking like he's faltering right now. In the moment where he should be gaining momentum. And all he has to do is literally 4 things for real. Price controls, universal income, reparations protection bill. That would alleviate everything that you're suffering from. You have the power to win the election single-handedly, and you're choosing to sacrifice it based upon whatever norms and things that you feel like you have to do, that you have to be on, and ain't even that you're destroying your career over. So it's crazy. So that's that guy. So the other guy, who's starting off with Vance or Trump? I'm gonna bring him up. So J.D. Vance, American Heritage Foundation Vance. Let's just call him that, number one. So all of this, hey, who is J.D. Vance? He gets a movie on Netflix. Dude is Ohio Senator, architect for that Project 2025, anti-black, anti-worker, anti-middle, working, poor class policy, which is just made to get things into a more neo-feudal state, so that the only people who have the power are the rich, and it's concentrated all in their hands, and everybody else is befuddled, bamboozled, and destroyed. And that's the play. And if you notice in that speech that he had, he was talking about how Trump fought and said fight, and now we're fighting for him. This tells you that whoever did whatever they did, this was to benefit Trump, whether he did it himself, whether those people within his ranks did it, or whether somebody higher or lower, deep state, aka the ruling class, did that to, number one, tell him to fall in line, and then number two, also to benefit him too, because now they're cutting out his cases, they're throwing his cases away, they're giving him basically immunity, they're everything that he needs, they're carte blanching it, they're rubber stamping it, and the media is doing a hard right turn for him, which is going to be anti what the people want, anti what should be happening, which is universal income, economic bill of rights, reparations, protection bill for black people, like the real shit. It's insane, bro. This shit is insane. And basically making him a dictator. I don't want no pussy ass white supremacist gang just being able to do whatever the fuck they want to do with no restraints. It's like and like I said, they keep setting up this Hitlerian bullshit. I'm tired of that, and that's why I said both of this JD Vance and Trump. It's two. I'm not gonna. It's both. Two birds in the same hand. I know they're not even talking. They're not even really going in on dude. This should be round no clock coverage. This was just an assassination. So they should be combing everything. They should be combing the facility where the shots were, like giving you inside coverage, giving you up to date on the investigation, like all of that. Everything else is getting more publicity than the actual assassin. What was wrong with him? What's wrong with that group that does said thing? Like what they do with the other side, black people, whenever they steal a eraser from class. You know what I'm saying? They blow it into the stratosphere. But that's the game. So I just wanted to hit them topics because that's the most relevant thing that's been going on. And that JD Vance dude is a joke. Trump is a joke. Biden a joke. And that's what I'm saying. We need more. We need more. So look for more videos and like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you.